What I believe, sir, is that good things come to those who work their asses off. My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket.
Okay, so let me tell y'all about the Central, right? So I'm driving down the road, right? And this bad boy right here, driving down the road, right? I get to a stoplight. I'm getting to the stoplight now, mind you now. This is when I worked for my job at the college, right? I used to work, the college I go to, I used to work a job there, right? So I'm on my way to the job, you know, I'm just trying to get there. And I'm sitting at the red light. Now, my car is a fishbowl car. If you don't know what a fishbowl car means, that literally means you can see clean through my car. Clean through it. It doesn't matter if it's daytime, the dead of night, if I have no lights on, you can see everything that goes on in my car, right? Yeah, but it's daytime. It's like 8, no, it's like 9 a.m., 9 to 10 a.m., right? So I'm sitting there at the light, and I'm like, cool. The light turns green. So I put my phone down because I was playing some TikTok. Phone down. And I go to drive. Boom, boom. My car bumps. I'm like, yo, why is my car bumping, right? So I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. I've had troubles with this car before, but you know, the mechanics fixed it, right? So I'm cooling down the like in my seat. I'm cooling in my seat. I'm like, okay, a little weird. Let me just try to drive again. The car is not moving. The car is, let me repeat again, the car is not moving. So I'm like, okay, cool. So am I screwed? Now, mind you now, the mechanic that I usually go to right next to my house. But at this point in time, I'm like 25 minutes away from my house in the middle of a highway. Like I'm in the middle lane of a highway, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm calling my mom. Her phone, she doesn't pick up because like I don't know why. Her phone just wasn't receiving the calls, right? So I'm like, all right, okay, cool. My mom's not picking up. So I call my boss. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm this way out. Now, just to give you guys some backstory on something. You know, boss, we had let's just say we both knew a person and the relationship was weird ever since, right? And so she was like, okay, I want to go call this person's family member to come get you. I'm like, I'm put in a tough predicament. That's gonna be a awkward drive to work, right? Awkward. So, hang up the phone, and I'm sitting around. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. I call her again. I'm like, yo, what should I do? And she's like, oh, don't worry. I'm going to hack this person into the phone call. So he's like, yo, I'm gonna come get you. I'm just getting dressed right now. I'm like, oh, so we're really going through with this plan. Okay. So I need to find a way to get out of this. I need to find a way to get out of this now. So luckily, like, imagine I've been through like at least by this point 5 rotations. It's been like 15 minutes, right? I'm getting honked at. I'm getting like how are you honking at me and I don't know what to do? Like, my car cannot move in this moment. Okay. So, and I don't think I had AAA at the point, right? So I'm sitting there and a cop comes behind me and he puts his sirens on, and I'm not gonna lie, even though my car's been sitting there 15 minutes, I was like, dang, am I arrested? Am I going to jail for this? Right. And the cop, he knocks on my window. He's like, yo, your car can't move. And I was like, yeah, it can't move. And he's like, oh, okay. So like we can move your car to, there's literally a mechanic right here at the light. Like, you just have to make a right-hand turn and you're right there. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now, hold on. No, I'm just probably not gonna, no. Let's do it, yo. Let me show you guys something, right? I don't know, a road. A road. Give me like a. Okay, let's just go with this, right? Let's just go with this. So I'm sitting in my car, my 2014 Nissan Sentra, and a cop looks me dead in my eyes and say, "So, do you want us do you want to get out and push the car with me up this hill, or do you just want me to ram your car?" And I'm going to be honest with you, I almost bust out laughing because I'm saying, bro, how, in what sense does it make for me to get out and push my car? And like pushing my car, I'm cool with that, right? But I'm pushing this thing up a hill. Like I wish I could show you guys the exact location, but it'll literally give me docs, so I can't show it. This thing is a hill. Like once we got the back tire on that hill and we push it up a little bit, it's going to fall back on us and crush us both, and we're going to be in a headline. So it's like, yeah, no, just push my car. We're never gonna get arrested. Exactly. So I was like, all right, you can just drive my car. So I was like, okay. He got him back up and he cut the road off for me, and he pushed my car up. It was so humiliating because I could tell everybody can look in my car, and I knew that. Like if it was tinted, I'll be like, okay, I got a little bit of privacy. They might be able to see like who I am. No, they you could literally you could probably see the details, the frames in my face. It was bad. So he pushed my car up at one point, and he's like, okay, now I'm gonna push your car again, like really strong. I'm gonna need you to drift into the parking spot. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So drift into the parking spot, boom. You know what I'm saying? He's like, all right, deuces, I gotta do it. So he leaves, and I had to walk up to the mechanics. I'm like, yo, listen, I actually said this, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm a broke college student. I have no money on me. I just need you to look at my car. I can get it towed to my actual mechanic. But I cannot pay you guys for this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not, because I knew I was like, they're gonna try to shice me. They're gonna try to shice me. Now there was a dude there. Let's just say his name was Jay, right?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh, you're funny. My fault. I didn't know we had a comedian, chat. I didn't know that. So, he was like, "No, like we'll do it for free. We'll just look at your car." And he looks at me. He's like, "Where'd you get this car?" And I was like, "I got this car like not even a year, like a couple of months ago." He was like, "Where'd you get it from? Like a lot, a dealership?" I was like, "A lot, I guess." Got it from like this dude was selling cars. It was either this or a 2018 Ford Focus. But like when I got in the car, literally when I got in the car, how are you gonna let me hop into a car and the check engine light is already on? I'm not getting that. And he was like, "Oh yeah, the car's refurbished, so the lights are just flickering." No, you're gonna sell me junk. I'm not an idiot. So, but yeah, so I told the mechanic about my car, where I got it from. He was like, "Oh, okay. Come here real quick. I just want you to see something." I was like, "Okay." And so my car is like hoisted up, and he's like, "Look under there real quick." I'm like, "Okay." I look under. He's like, "Do you see? do you see like something weird?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" Because I don't know much about cars. Okay, I'm like, at the time, I know a little bit now. I know it's like what to look for, but then I had no idea what cars was. After this incident, it actually got me into cars. But he was like, "Yo, your axle is 4 centimeters popped out of the socket. Do you understand that? Like, how were you able to drive for this amount of time?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Bro, like, I'm surprised you're alive." Hold on. Hold on. I want to see. Yeah, let's just, this ball, right, popped out 4 inches. So it's like basically, yeah, it was popped out. Like I couldn't get no power to it was horrible. And I was like, okay. You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. So basically, I got my mom to pick me up and drop me off. But yeah, ever since then, I try to keep up with my car, but I don't know, bro. Never get a Nissan Sentra. Don't get a Nissan, don't get nothing. It's horrible.